Oh, you're here. Won't even pay attention. I was messing with my phone. Oh, what? Yeah, you're at home. Say it right. Say, my corporal, sergeant, corporal, lance corporal. I made corporal 3 times, technically. Because I got promoted right before I went on terminal. And then when I was on terminal, he pulled it back because he didn't send the non-rank papers in fast enough. They pulled it back. Well, that's not going to help. I'm not doing nothing.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team.
Nah.
We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF.
Say you inhaled jet exhaust
we'll
and
see
chemicals.
the national champions from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up.
Yeah.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown.
Not during those times.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I got you.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quick strike complete. Quick step and go. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Come on now.
They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
That's cool.
Guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
I don't think it's going to
Lining
be a
up to
stomp.
convert 3rd down.
I just don't feel like it will be.
Wants to throw. It's Prince. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get
He's
those
like
fans
6'8",
as
I think.
quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence
I hope so.
when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum step.
They'll run it from the gun.
I was talking to my buddy the other day, and his boys played T-ball, and for first year, and he got in the truck, and he's like, "Daddy, did we win?"
It's kind of
And he was
there,
like,
right? Tennessee people
technically,
are physical. They
no.
want to do the dirty work. They're willing
He says,
to do the dirty work.
he said,
and you love it when your
"You're both
team
losers."
has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to win.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
But when you saw it, it was too late.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score?
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one. They're trying to somehow turn this into a 2-point conversion.
Oh, shit, that was funny. I even saw you coming in the block. I was like, ah, damn it. I'll take 2 points.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Oh, Jesus. That was fun.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to
yet?
work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Scanning the field, it's Prince. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's Hatchett. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job understanding the situation.
So my worst one.
Being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world.
My worst one, and Chuck will remember this. I know he's watching on mine. When I did that and I fumbled the ball, and I was like, all kinds of like, what?
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nice catch and good work afterwards.
No.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it is
now
we
he kicks it
to
fast.
Find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Prince. Finds his man, it's McCoy. And good coverage by the defense just
That was lucky. That was lucky. I at least expect you to drop it.
Nice job seeing the zone, understanding
it's
the
all
drag
good.
route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. backfield. It's Hatchett. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Burns. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver?
People.
And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
On target to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Knights want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're going to run it. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the
I might have a couple draft picks over there.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
Damn, they got one little section.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
I don't understand what just happened because I hit square because... Okay. I hit square for my injured player.
Second and goal.
Didn't get the pick.
Tries again to get it in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! Ready to try the point after.
I never said you were.
The block. The offensive line will take you to the house.
That's why you are.
And I tell you what, most of the time,
you at least scored, right?
Skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Hey, look at him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet anytime he touches it. It could be a score.
I think like
he
one
touched
dude.
It, and it was.
No doubt.
I had like 6 blockers.
Speed, and if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But
I don't even know if I went left or right. I think I just went straight.
No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Special teams for special players. Yeah.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Prince. Grab near the marker, it's Burns. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Knights come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Catch in the middle, it's Burns. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Makes the catch, it's Burns.
I don't even know what happened.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's caught inside the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Knights will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Burns. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Oh, was that your dude?
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Power football with the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Knights will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Knowles. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle set him up for it.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see.
I'm not even paying attention to the clock. I'm just running plays.
To go for it on their own territory, and I like it.
No, I don't.
They got it.
He got that ball. I just checked. I'm on normal. I'm not on chew.
Lining up from
you got no reason to chew. Why would I chew?
Down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Pulled down
That's probably a
at
good
the
thing.
11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The toss sweep to the right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Knowles.
Get off me.
He bullies
Who do you
his
think
way
you
all
are?
the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown ball. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first
Why'd you go
game.
on mute?
He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup
go on mute?
problem for opposing defenses.
Oh.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Well, yeah, because you were quiet. You almost made it through
disciplined
that.
job by the coverage
You
unit to
almost
get
made
down
it
there
through.
and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Prince. Zings it complete to the right.
Oh, my.
He's got some space. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Knights want to move quickly. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bust through behind his
My
back.
quarterback said, kill.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over.
It ain't over yet.
Now you've set the other team up in a position to
It
maybe
ain't
get more
over.
points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that
Ain't doing no
hurry-up
trick play.
offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle.
Yeah, you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Missed it.
The defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on second down. Looking for the goal line. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Thanks. Thanks.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick
You were out of position. You read it. You were just out of position. It was deeper than you thought it was.
Offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
It all started with that block field goal. You should have just not blocked.
The first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second.
Really?
Lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not sure
So how often
to
are you gonna
adjust
blitz
much
me?
as they'll try to build on this lead. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes the easy completion. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
I'm practicing.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space.
You would have kept your balance in there. I would have been a little.
And they stop him at the 21. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Dropping back, it's Prince. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He wants to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I haven't even got 300 yards of offense. This is bullshit.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Touchdown ball! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3's coming soon.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
They're quiet now?
On the run from inside his own 5.
No, it said the crowd was quiet. It said they're quiet now?
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in and he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Volunteers are threatening on first
I didn't think
goal.
that was going to happen. I thought I was at least going to get a sack.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy to rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the
Try to get you.
team. He doesn't.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. When you're handed a break
Nah, I
with
put 100 up there.
unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they tacked on the extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
I'm about to put my backup in.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone.
I know. I thought about it after I did it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Prince. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely...
Taking it the other way. And explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Might as well give it to him again. Fights through the pile, picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. He'll try to tack on one more.
I don't know. I don't know if that automatically put him in or not.
And with the extra point, the lead
Leave
is
my
even
kicker
bigger.
alone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road.
I built Tennessee to be a powerhouse.
Wins there in
Not a one-trick pony. Oh, man. I can't even... It won't even... Why? So you can go through it all over again?
Dome, and suddenly
It'll be different.
it's
We'll get to the playoffs. We'll see if it gets any different.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
On the option. He'll toss it. Can't get him to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
The give on the inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense
I
starts
put 2
in
clocks
such a
on
good spot,
I was
puts
that
the
kind.
defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Prince. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. No question they wanted to get the ball.
All right, start to come back.
Playmakers and both receivers have come up big through 3.
Say what?
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
And no, it's just the band.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Made a defender miss. Touchdown,
Jesus.
Volunteer.
You guys look like Colorado coming out for the spring game.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing
Oh my God, really?
at a higher level than this defense.
How'd
They're
you
keeping
miss?
their foot on the
How'd
pedal
you
here
miss?
in the 4th quarter.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
No, I'm pretty sure it's just me. I don't even know how. So Rob's on auto, so none of the schedules reset at all. Yep.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Complete to the right. Brings into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Prince. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
He's got it on the run. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Knights.
Not for 2.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes.
Yeah, I
finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
What? No!
They hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So here is the Tennessee offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead.
That
now
guy
Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the balls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Complete on 3rd down. Turning it on. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is really
I've actually thought about getting
going down the field and
Call of
scoring
Duty,
on that
Black
last
Ops
possession,
7.
putting themselves in position here to go 2-0. They're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
I ain't cheating nothing.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
I ain't cheating nothing. I got my natties fair and square. I had to take down the giant to get to him.
Back to throw, it's Prince.
No.
He put it out there for him, and the senior
No.
gave him a chance.
I'm going to start playing like stick. You keep doing that dumb shit.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
working the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his man, it's McCoy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's McCoy. Pulled down for the tackle.
I don't see no flag.
The Knights will hustle to the line. Going to take a shot on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Bought a little time. Let's it go.
Took my eyes off on
the
him.
middle. It's McCoy. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way.
I'll be a little upset. I'd probably quit. I'd probably retire. I'll be honest.
You like to see guys still trying to fight.
You came back from a game like this, yeah, probably.
Next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build
I
on.
didn't make them slide.
Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground. And
oh, he's got some space.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a
damn right there's not.
Fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, come on. You didn't let me have that. Why not?
On that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. To the air, it's Prince. Makes the catch, it's McCoy. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Hatchett.
I usually send it right there with
inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The run from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle.
Oh, man.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
Why would you do
that? It's McCoy. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize
It's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on. And this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
I wouldn't do that to me. I like it.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
No, I didn't. I put 85.
To the air on first down. He'll take a shot.
Come on.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect.
Good game.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today.